Okay, so we're just going to have a quick review video here on Chapter 6 before you have to take the test. So we're going to start off going over 6.1 using the percent proportion. And some things to remember here are the equation is over of equals percent over 100. Or part over whole equals percent over 100. Is over of and part over whole. Percent over 100 is the same in both. One of those things you're going to be missing, and then you cross multiply and divide. So here the question is 42 is what percent of 60? So we've got our is over of equals percent over 100. We know 42 is, so that goes on top. What percent, so we don't know what the percent is, of 60. So 60 goes on the bottom. We're going to cross multiply. So 42 times 100, and that will get us 4,200. And then we divide by the number that's left there. So divide by 60. And we will get 70. So our x equals 70. So it's 70%. Now you can go ahead and pause and do section 6.1 on the review that's posted in the classroom. Next we've got 6.2, find the percent of each number mentally. So it wants us to find 40% of 90. I know 40% can be written as 4 tenths. 1/10 of 90 is 9. 9 times 4, 9, 18, 24, 32. So that answer would be 32. Or else you can still write that out as 40 over 100. 90 is of, so you don't know what this is. And cross multiply that way. 90 times 40 divided by 100. And you get 36. So what did I do? 9 times 4 is 36, not 32. What was I thinking? We all make mistakes, right? So your answer there is 36. You can double check too if you want to do it mentally and then do it the other way. Here, estimate 78% of 112. Okay, estimate is our favorite word here. 78%. Let's bring that to 80. 112, I'm just going to go straight to 100. And I know 80% over 100 is just 80. Voila. So you can pause and do 6.2 on the review now, knowing what you know. Moving on here, we've got 6.3 using the percent equation, and it wants to know 84 is 60% of what number? So our is over of equals percent over 100. 84 is, so that goes on top. 60%, percent over 100. We're going to solve there. Cross multiply and divide. 84 times 100 is 8,400 divided by the number that's left. So 8,400 divided by 60 gets us 140. And there's your answer. Another example here, 18 is what percent of 25? So 18 is what percent, we don't know, of 25. Cross multiply and divide. 18 times 100 is 1,800. Divided by this 25 here, and we get 72. And that would be percent. So you can pause and do section 6.3. Hope this is going well for you. Now we got 6.4, percent of change. So our percent of change equations are new minus original divided by original, or new minus original over original. And percent error is the absolute value of the estimate minus the actual over the actual. And remember, absolute value just makes sure everything is positive. Absolute value has 0 negative numbers. So it wants us to find the percent of change from 64 to 16. So our new is 16. So new minus original, which is 64, over original. which was 64 again. Because we started with 64, that is our original. So 16 minus 64 is negative 48 over 64. Then you just do negative 48 divided by 64 to get negative 0.75. Turn that into a percent, and it would be negative 75% because you just move that decimal place over 2 spaces. Another would be the percent error here for the actual distance of 3.2 and estimated distance of 3.4. So our equation is the absolute value of the estimate of 3.4 minus the actual over the actual. 3.4 minus 3.2 is just 0.2, and that's already a positive, so we don't have to worry about changing that. Over 3.2. All you got to do is just divide that 0.2 divided by 3.2 to get 0.0625. We want that as a percent, so we move the decimal point over 2 places and get 6.25%. And that would be our percent error in this case. And you can pause and do 6.4 on the review now. And moving on to 6.5, discount and markup. So the equation for that is percent paid times the price equals the total paid. So if you have a discount of 25%, you're only paying for 75%. So you would throw the 75 in the percent paid. If you have a markup of 25%, that's 25% more than the original price. So you would have 125% because you're paying that whole plus another 25%. And that's the same with taxes. You're paying additional money. With a discount, you're getting money off, so it's a smaller. So here it says to find the selling price if a store pays $37 for a video game and the markup is 25%. So percent paid times the price equals the total paid. So if we have a markup of 25%, a markup is making it even more expensive. It's the initial price plus 25% of that. So our initial price is 100%. Our markup is 25%, so we're paying 125% total. To write that as a fraction, it is 1.25. And sorry, that's a decimal. I don't know why I keep doing that. So 1.25 is a decimal version of the 125%. We're multiplying that by the original price here of $37. And that is where we are going to get what the selling price is. So we're going to go 1.25 times 37, and the selling price of this video game is $46.25. We're also going to show you how to do a discount. So Allegra here got a 20% discount at the spa. She paid $92. What was the regular price? So we have percent paid times price equals total paid. So if she had a 20% discount, that means she paid less than 100%. She got 20% off. So the percent that she paid would be 80 because it's 100% minus her discount of 20% gives you 80%. We're going to write 80 as a decimal, so 0.8 times the price, the original price. So what was the regular price? We don't know. So we're going to try to solve for that. And she paid $92. So to figure this out, we do the opposite of multiplication, which is division. We're going to divide by this 0.8. So divide by the percent. What you do to one side, you do to the other. So we've got 92 divided by 0.8, and the original price then would be $115 because that's what 92 divided by 0.8 equals. You can pause here and do 6.5 on the review and you're almost done. Finally, here we have 6 simple and compound interest. Our equation for this is IPERT, as Eli likes to call it. So I for interest equals principal times rate times time. So we want to find the simple interest for $2,500 invested at 3.85% for 4 years. So we've got our IPERT. We don't know the interest, that's what we're trying to figure out. Our principal amount that we invested was $2,500. Our rate was 3.85%, so as a decimal that would be 0.0385 because we moved that decimal over 2 places. And I'll put that in parentheses. Our time is 4 years. So all you have to do was plug that into the calculator. So 2,500 times 0.0385 times 4. And your interest is $385. Ta-da! So you can pause and do 6 on the review then. And yay, you're done! You should be good to go. Try it out. Try submitting your answers, and if you have any questions, I'm here to help.